special episode. Mark is bitten by a radioactive spider and must decide to use his superpowers for good and or evil. With Miss USA, Lou Parker. Memory Master Colonel Bob Brooks. And the Scraps. And now, let's say goodnight to Mark DeCarlo.
Welcome to Goodnight America. One more time for the Scraps. Give it up for them. Now we're gonna hear like a full-blown song from you guys later on.
Got
right?
it. We're ready.
Off your new album.
That's it.
And it's called what?
See Right Through You.
Wow. Okay. Now, for those of you that have been watching us for years, you know that we're kind of a low-budget show. As a matter of fact, most shows when you come in, if you're in the audience, they have this big printed legal thing in case a light falls on you. We found a 4-year-old to write ours on a big piece of paper. It's a low-budget show, but it doesn't matter because we're here, we're having fun. Folks, please meet the Laverne to my Shirley, our announcer and local pundit, Mr. Eric Charles Bergman. See? Now, Eric, he's got a podium, he's got a chair,
I've got everything.
I've got nothing. Nothing.
You'll get a Mark, don't you worry.
Folks, what can I say about our next guest other than she represents our country with intelligence and beauty with none of the bitter aftertaste. Please welcome the current reigning Miss USA, Frances Louise Parker. Nice outfit. Frances Louise Parker, what should I call you?
Yes.
Miss USA?
Lou, no, not Miss
Lou?
USA. Lou, yes. L-U.
As in Lou Costello?
No, Louise, Frances Louise. I'm named after my two grandmothers, actually.
And their names were?
Frances and Louise.
Great.
Yes.
So, when you were a little girl, did you always dream about being Miss USA?
Actually, I didn't. I didn't compete at all until I was 15. I competed twice and got first runner-up and top 10, and then I started playing basketball and softball and all that in high school and kind of got away from it. And I didn't compete. I'm 26, so I didn't compete for 10 years, and this is the last year I could compete. And I tried it, and everything worked out. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Now,
yay, thanks.
I gotta ask you, what you got in the valise?
A little surprise. This is my gun case.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you were staying with us for a couple days.
Got a 9mm. No, I'm just kidding. You want to see?
I'll tell you later.
This is my special my little travel case.
Get out! Oh,
Check
would you
it.
put it on?
How about if I wear the sash, you wear the crown? Sash.
Sash. And it's not
See,
Velcro, folks, it's
got
buttons.
It snaps. This is kind of interesting because, look, you can have a big head or you can have a little head so you can adjust it. But it kind of gives you a headache sometimes, but this is where you put it. Wow. And this is my new hairdo. I just cut my bangs, so I haven't seen myself with the crown on with the bangs.
well,
so
you
it's
can
probably
see
the hip new, the crown. But anyway, this is how you wear it.
You don't
Just
wear
like
it?
This. Yay!
You look great.
Thanks. Would you like to put it on? Yeah!
Although I think if I won, I'd wear it kind of like a jaunty jughead angle.
You know when you put it down like that, what's the Captain Crunch from the cereals? Captain Crunch? That's what it looks like. Look, when he puts it down like that, it's kind of Captain Crunch looking. Look. You look nice though.
Thank you. I actually dated the Crunchberry Beast for a couple of years.
Ooh.
That's fabulous. That's actually pretty heavy, too.
And so when I travel, this is how I wrap it, and I travel, carry it on the airplanes with me.
You check that in baggage?
No, I carry it with me on the flight. In my gun case.
You ever just whip it out on a flight to impress the guy sitting next to you?
No. I always kind of hide it.
What made you want to decide to go into the competitive world of beauty contests?
I teach high school, or I taught high school. I taught
Get
high
out.
school English literature.
What year?
9th, 10th, and 12th. Yeah. 9th, 10th, and 12th English literature. And
Oh, those poor boys.
No, we had a good time. I've got some really good friends because their ages are so close to mine for the most part. You know, it was kind of hard to keep between a teacher professionalism and a friend, you know, so it was nice. And I played as their mother in a way.
Did they fake having some kind of reading disability so they could stay after school?
A little tutoring after class. Sometimes, not too much.
Why'd you want to be Miss USA? When did that dream start for you?
Well, It was kind of weird because I never really thought about it for all my life. Because I competed as a teen, I got letters. I was on the mailing list, so I continually got a letter from the state director. And this year, I'm too old next year to compete. And so this year when I opened the envelope, 26, I opened the envelope this year because I felt good because I was teaching, I was working with kids, I felt good about myself mentally and physically, and I said, you know, I don't want to be 45 and say I should have or I could have. So I just tried it. I entered South Carolina USA and won, and then represented South Carolina in USA, and it just worked out really well.
Yes!
I was very happy. Thanks. And I just competed in Universe, and that was even more interesting because I got to meet a woman from every part of the world. We'd be in a room together, 77 of us, and there was a representative from every part of the entire universe.
Was there a woman there from Kamchatka?
No, no Kamchatka. No.
Irkutsk?
No. Namibia.
So
Zimbabwe.
The risk board is out of date now, Eric.
All over the place.
How'd you finish in Miss Universe?
Top 6.
So you were 6th?
Yes, top 6, yeah. Thank you.
That's great.
Thanks.
Who finished right ahead of you?
Well, they take it from 6 to 3. The top 3 were Miss Venezuela was second runner-up, Miss Colombia was first runner-up, and Miss India won. Her name's Shasmita Sen. She won. And so she lives with me over on Wilshire, not with me, but like on the 6th floor, and I live on the 5th floor.
Man, that sounds like a Three's Company party building to me. Miss Sweden is here to see you.
Actually, that was my roommate. Miss Sweden was my roommate, and y'all, she was so wonderful.
Yeah.
She was, yeah. It is.
So now, what are the competitions? There's like the bathing suit thing?
Yeah, no, swimsuit, evening gown, and interview.
No talent?
We have talents, but we just don't have to compete with them. When I first won, I'd say, okay, the difference between Miss America is they have talent, we don't have talent. And then I said, no, wait, that doesn't sound right. We do have talents, we just don't have to compete with them.
And you were pretty good at that interviewing thing, right?
I enjoyed the interview. That was my
You're good at it?
part, yeah. Well,
I think we should try and recreate that right now in a little game I like to play.
Okay.
Goodnight America.
Okay.
It's time to play the Goodnight America Triangle.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Am I sitting here?
I'm sitting here. So you know how this works. This is like that game show thing. I'm going to give you clues. You have to guess what the thing is up there, and if you do, you win a little interview session.
Okay,
Ready?
how do we know what the timer is?
We're going to put 60 seconds
Can
on
I
the clock.
pass?
You can pass. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
And go. Rubbing your face with
Shaving
Noxzema.
Cleansing, what people do when they wash
taking a towel,
their face.
taking your sleeve and just wiping it all over your face.
What you do when you play baseball.
No, you have stuff on your face, lipstick, and you just take it all off so you can go to sleep.
Cleansing cream, what beauty contestants do after a long day.
Close enough. Going out.
Yay!
Dogs. Taxis.
Dogs,
friends.
taxis, whistles.
Yeah, good enough.
I said it?
I'm washing my hair. I can't because my leg is broken. I can't. I don't like you. I think you're a jerk. Never call me again. Goodbye.
I don't know. Pass.
Okay, good. Streptococcus A. Your face is going away. It's falling apart.
Flesh-eating bacteria.
Yes! That's great! We'll be right back with memory expert Colonel Bob Brooks. Don't go away. That was great.
If you or someone you know has herpes, then this is important to watch because the product I'm going to share with you is guaranteed to work. It's called Azurex. There is no cure for herpes, but there is something guaranteed to stop outbreaks, provide soothing relief, and accelerate healing. In this attack pack, there are 5 individual swabs. They are easy to carry and easy to use. Just snap it to activate it. If you feel an outbreak coming on, apply Azurex after that first tingle and immediately feel the relief. So if you're looking for something that's powerful, natural, and really works, then order Azurex now.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Goodnight America. We're going to kind of keep the patriotic theme rolling because our next guest is a highly decorated naval officer and former POW of the Grenadian War. He spent over 17 months in captivity where he perfected an amazing memory technique that I know you're going to enjoy, Lou. You have to really see it to believe it. He's written a book describing how anyone can unlock the powers of memory, and he is here on our show to explain how it exactly works. Please welcome Colonel Bob Brooks. I'm sorry, we get that wrong?
Yeah.
You were Army, not Navy?
Right.
I'm sorry. We'll have whoever wrote that intro will be flogged, I guarantee you.
Or a good caning.
Okay, sure. Now, how long were you in the Army?
15 years. Practically grew up with the Army.
That's great.
And spent the most tortured days of my life, the most memorable days of my life in Grenada. Held hostage. 17 months, dropped in before the invasion. You recall how important that strategic placing of Grenada in the Caribbean was to us.
Well, I thought the war lasted about like a day.
You were right.
And a half. But you were in ahead?
Yes, 17 months ahead of time. We had to secure things, as a matter of fact. Grenada dominates the world nutmeg trade, that is. And we had medical students down there, and we had to size things up, and I went in scouting. That's what we do in Special Forces.
I see.
And I was held hostage at a singles-only Club Med.
And is that that the rebels had taken over, obviously?
Yeah, absolutely. The 43 Cuban paramilitary carpenters and ditch diggers.
Wow. And at that time, that's when you developed this memory system, right?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, in incarceration, I was able to find my memory home, which is the basis of my technique.
Memory home.
Yes, absolutely. Just as the eyes are the window to your soul.
Very good.
Thank you. The ears are the electric garage door opener to the mind.
I see. How's your memory, Lou?
Very good.
Yeah, mine is
Thank
really
you.
horrible. I mean, I'll meet somebody and I will forget their name, or I can't place a name at the face. Can anybody have a good memory?
Well, sure. We're all memory experts. Every one of us has the capacity to remember everything that comes into our heads.
I don't know. I can't really do it. I've tried, and it just doesn't work for me.
Well, Mark, when you woke up this morning, did you have any trouble remembering who you were?
No.
Good.
I don't think I did. Actually, I don't remember.
Well, you see, we're all hit with 70 million impulses per second, many of them perfectly legal.
So what's the key to your? Is it retrieving the memory that's hard,
Yes.
or establishing?
Yes, that's exactly it. Because we've got all sorts of mental clutter surrounding our memory home, and it's a matter of clearing that away.
Don't they say, like, when you meet somebody, you're so concerned with what they're thinking about you that you don't realize what their name is, so you just kind of ignore it? If you concentrate on what their name is and think of one thing on their face or what they had on, you can remember it a little better, or
right.
something
Or
like
someone will
that.
tell you when you meet somebody, you're supposed to say, hello, Bob. Nice to meet
Yeah,
you,
you say it
Bob.
again.
Like a mnemonic device. Is that kind of what your system is?
That's right. That's right. What we do is it's kind of like a pen, and a ballpoint pen on your hand mentally. Some people write it down quickly as they introduce people and go to a party that way.
Right, without the sweating, and then you lose what you've written down. That's
That's
bad. Is it important to have a good memory? Can it improve your life? Because my life is okay. I have a crappy memory, but I'm pretty happy.
Well, as a matter of fact, if you didn't have that memory, you wouldn't be human. Supposing you woke up and you thought that you were now hosting the dating game.
I'd kill myself.
There you go.
I came close a couple years ago, but I managed to get past that. That's why I'm here.
That's it.
Can you demonstrate? Would you like to see a demonstration
I'd love to.
of the memory?
I want to
technique?
learn.
Now, what we've done, Lou, is we've got a box of things here, and we've numbered them all. We're going to show them to you,
Right.
and then we're going to blindfold you, and then you're going to have to tell us what number went with what thing. All right?
Right, and what's important to remember is that I learned this technique by torture, physical torture. And so we've got an assistant.
While you were captive for that 17 months.
Absolutely, and that's how I can stay clear, keep my mind clear, is by the physical torture. It
Well,
clears
they
me.
say that lots of times to stay sane, you have to have something to do. Steve McQueen had the ball and the Great Escape and all that stuff.
That's right.
All right, let's see. What do we have here? Number 1 would be a can opener.
Can opener.
Can opener, right?
Silver.
That's 1.
Registering it right now.
Number 2, a poppy seed bagel.
Poppy seed bagel.
2.
Got it. Number 3,
Onion, no doubt.
a knitting needle. Got it?
All right.
Number 4, a New York Yankee baseball card.
Yay.
Got that? Number 5, a TV guide with Brett Butler on the cover. That's number 5. Number 6 is a broken guitar string found on the floor of a Rush concert. That's number 6. Number 7 is a piece of chalk from the LA County Coroner's Office. Do the body with them. Number 8 is a microwave dinner with turkey, stuffing, potato, and cherry cobbler.
Can't forget that.
Number 9.
Wow.
Go ahead. That's the distributor cap from a teal-colored supercharged 1983 Dodge Daytona.
All right.
Or an octopus.
And finally, number 10, a postcard from Dallas, Texas, addressed to Mrs. Stuart Mitchell of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
All right, I've got it.
Okay, now do you need someone to come out here and help you do this?
Do I need to
Yes,
put
my
them in
assistant
order?
Joe.
No, you just leave them on the table.
Okay.
This is your assistant?
Yes.
Ah. Oh, the physical torture.
All right, we're going to blindfold you.
All right.
Sitting back there.
Do you mind if I take off my jacket?
Please, go ahead. Do that for you.
Yes. Get loose.
All right, so now this... now we're going to pick, we'll pick 2 or 3 of these things. We'll just give you the number and you got to be able to tell us...
Feel free, I'll remember it by the number.
Amazing. All right. All right, ready?
All set.
Can you see anything?
Not a thing.
All right. Let's do number 2.
Number 2 would be a poppy seed bagel.
Yes, very good.
Wow.
All right. Number 5.
5. Oh, 5. Geez!
5! 5! 5!
All right, I've got it. It's a TV guide with Brett Butler on the cover.
Yes, very good. Number 9. Number 9.
I haven't a clue.
Number 9.
I don't know.
Number 9.
A distributor cap from an '83 Dodge Daytona.
Yes. Excellent. And finally, number 10.
I don't know.
Number 10.
I don't know.
10.
I don't know.
Number 10.
What? Leave me alone.
Number 10.
I don't know.
10. 10.
God. A postcard from Dallas, Texas to Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mrs. Stuart Mitchell.
Yes! That's incredible, Karen. Thank you very much. We'll be right back with the scraps. Don't go away. Goodnight America, folks. It's time to feature our band, The Scraps. They're playing a song off their new album titled Number 1, strangely enough. The song is called See Right Through You. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for The Scraps.
You made of glass and I could see right through you. Your mouth outruns your ass and I can see right through you. Using people till they drop as you lie your way up to the top. Ooh, I can see right through you. So this paper thin and I can see right through you. Your heart is made of tin and I can see right through you. Expect the one for nothing back for drawing blood. You got the knack. Ooh, I can see right through you. Ooh, I can see right through you. You're saying around to say that you, but you don't know what it is that's real. It's time to disconnect your phone now. Your head is so big I can see right through you. Your love hurts just like a pig and I can see right through you. Plastic people is your name.
job, guys. That was great, Steve. Fabulous. Now, you guys touring? What are you doing? What are you doing after this?
Playing around Hollywood like we always do. So if you're ever in Hollywood, come see the Scraps.
Come see the Scraps, folks. One more time for the Scraps. Stick around. We've got more coming on Goodnight America. Don't go away. That was great. Welcome back. We are out of time here on Goodnight America, but before we go, I would like to say thank you to our guests, the current Miss USA, Frances Louise Parker, memory expert, Colonel Bob Brooks, of course, the ever-charming, ever-popular Eric Charles Boardman, and our fabulous band, the Scraps. That's it. Good night, America.